Hello Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everybody who hits that like button. It supports the channel, it helps the channel to grow, so thank you very much. Now Aquarius, we're going to do a reading for Aquarius sun, moon and rising signs. Please take, for the month of February 2021, please take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. So you may resonate with all the messages or just one. If you feel a reading doesn't resonate, check out your moon sign or your rising sign, which is sometimes called your ascendant, okay, because they will resonate for us. Your ascendant is how you're moving forward in life, or how you're meeting life, and your moon sign is always connected to your emotions. So sometimes, you know, we've got that focus. But let's have a look at what's coming through. And I'd like to say a big happy birthday to Aquarius. We're in the month of Aquarian energy. We've got the 2021, all the planets moving in under the ruling air signs and air sign of Aquarius. So happy birthday, Aquarius. As you all know, you've got Saturn moving through your chart as well. So into Aquarius. So big things happening, Aquarius, but let's see what the universe has for you for the month of February. Okay, first card out is the moon card, and it's the full moon today. I'm doing your reading actually on the Leo full moon, so there you go. So the moon card does represent, though, emotions. So I would say February, and February for most readings has been, how do I say this? There's going to be a lot of confronting or confrontation issues, or confronting a truth or a revelation or an epiphany. But we've got some emotions here. Oh, they're jumping out, Aquarius. So let me have a look. And I am reading for the for Aquarian as a collective. Now we have the Five of Swords come out, which is conflict, fighting, arguing, conflict, but it is in reverse. So you are coming out of that. So if there's any emotions going on at the moment, Aquarius, that I'm hearing those emotions could be around changes or changes that you need to make. So that can be confrontation in itself, or confronting, okay, or the revelations, the epiphanies. We're really looking at some changes that we now need to make. Now those change, and they have to be made because they were creating conflict with others or within yourself, vice versa, usually mirroring. But it seems like, to me, you're coming out of that energy now. So maybe ready to make those changes. We'll look further into it and we're going to get clarification. So let's just look into it. But there's definitely a lot of emotions February. But it is going, whatever that is for you, it is going to bring you out of this conflict. So I feel like it's a good thing. Okay. Yep. You've got the strength card there, the Leo card, the strength card. Okay. That's having the confidence, the energy back, the self-esteem, you know, feeling like I can do it, and now I feel like I can rethink. So how I've done things before, how things have worked for me before, what I've grown, you know, how I got my abundance before. It's time to rethink it. Now, abundance can be how I did relationships, how things worked for me, belief systems I lived by, patterns that I did things in. That can be what that is. So it's rethinking it, and you are ready to expand it. This is travel as well, making a move, traveling, or expanding beyond what you currently do or where you currently are. Okay, so the month of February for you, Aquarius, does look like, I'm going to call it a breakthrough. You're having a breakthrough. And for a lot of you, majority of you, it's going to be within yourself. Yes, very emotional, or it's created very emotional or conflicting or conflict within emotional, generally relationships or yourself. It looks like you've had to really rethink it, and you're going to move forward from it. Some of you, this is travel. If you're waiting, a small minority or majority of you, a small group of you, sorry, This is travel. So some of you are waiting to travel to a distant place, okay? Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got success. So whatever you're going through in the month of February, Aquarius, you will get success over it. This is the trump card, meaning you'll get through it. It kind of trumps every card. I like this card. And the reason I went all is because we started off very emotional. We seem to be coming out of that and ready to expand and change and move towards our passion. Some of you may have someone coming in that's very passionate, or, you know, all of a sudden message from spirit here that you're meant to get about a new beginning coming in. You're really rethinking it, and now we're back in our head, in our fears. So that strikes me as what's coming in for you is something you've had to change about you or your situation, relationships, or something like that, that was creating a lot of conflict. You're coming out of it, you're rethinking it, you're making those changes, and then we get these new beginnings, or we get these new starts. Now that could be in a relationship, a career, a move, or how you're in relationship, what you're doing in relationships. Like a new start, and you're doing it, and the messages are there, or the message comes in that you want, or the offer, or you get this message about your new beginning happening in February, but then all of a sudden there's no action, there's more thinking, and that thinking then created the fear. Subconscious fear comes up, a block. So let's look into this. I know you're getting success over this, Aquarius, but so in that, one thing I am going to say, wherever it falls, whether it's a relationship for you coming back in, or a job, or you're ready to head off or change some behaviors with you, because I'm going to, like, Saturn in Aquarius is an amazing energy. It's all about new and restructuring and all that, but Saturn's a hard taskmaster, and Aquarius, you have that in your chart now, in your energy, and nobody's kind of talking about how Saturn's the teacher, the master. It's hard. Sagittarius has had Saturn in their chart for 3.5 years, and they were out of it, back into it, nearly 4 years. And Saturn kind of throws everything at you to make you do better, be better, master. It's not easy. Saturn's challenging. Saturn will show you all your flaws, all your weaknesses, all your issues you've got to, and says, go and work on them. And then you go and work on them, and then you come back and it says, now work on them again. Master it. So that could be a little bit to do, and you've got Saturn in you. Yes, Saturn expands. Saturn brings great rewards at the end of the journey of Saturn. Great mastery, you know, another level, a next level. But Aquarius, there's something you're coming out of here. And I'm worried for some of you at the end of February, there's a relapse again. Let's have a look. Let's get some more clarifiers. Can we please clarify the moon card? It's about abundance, moving forward to where you want to move forward to. As I said, whether some of you that's relationships, some of you that's how you do relationships, you. Because Saturn works a lot on you. Okay, with you, correcting you, okay, not so much the outer. It checks in on how you do things, okay. So, but there's abundance here. There's a new beginning happening in February for you. There's abundance, there's flow, there's more coming than you expect, but you're very, oh, I just rocked that. You're very emotional about it. What's going on here, Chris? I'm going to be honest, every time I do your reading, I get a little bit lost for a little while. We go down the rabbit holes with the Aquarian readings, or out there in the ethers. I see it's conflicting. It's really conflicting for me, Aquarius, because all I've got in February is emotional. Yes, something that has not been good for you, or you haven't been in a good space. Let's say you're coming out of that. it's all looking great, and then you're back up in your head again. You're back, I can't do it, I'm done, I'm exhausted, I can't do this. I'm back up in my head at the end. This trigger, whatever's triggered at the end of the month for you, this fear, this going back into an old pattern, you do have clarity and focus though. So maybe you're just seeing yourself, or maybe finally you have a breakthrough, okay? Because I've got nothing here, and this is with a conflicting bit. All the cards on top are very positive, very moving forward. This is overflowing abundance and direction for you. This is home, security, stability, support. If some of you are coming out of a relationship, you will end up with a new one or a better one, or healing, someone coming in. Okay, some of you could be moving on to a new partner. So you're leaving a situation or a partnership to a new partnership. That's love and romance. Some of you, you've just made a decision about your home, your security, your stability, your foundation. You'll be working on those issues and healing, and it's good. It's abundant. You've made the right decision there. And you're about to speak out. You're about to speak out about redoing things, rethinking things, all of this. You're expanding your horizons. There's new beginnings, abundant new beginnings. You're moving forward very fast with passion, or this is communication with yourself or coming in. This is very fast action. For some of you, it is someone coming into your life. If you've been waiting on that romantically, there's a new beginning here with more nurturing, okay? More nurturing here. And for some of you, I got the message that you need to be more nurturing, which seems to trigger you in some way. Doesn't make sense to me, Aquarius. You will know where that is. This is about you being more nurturing, but you're doing it up in your head. There's no action. So, I just got a big message. This is only for some. This only fits. This is to help you get breakthrough. So this is a bit like a message coming through about being nurturing, being nurtured, giving, receiving, nurturing. It's nearly like, you know when you think you are, or you thought you did, or I don't know, something like that. But it's sort of like, that's up in your head. So that's thinking about doing it, but not doing it. Or let's say you thought you were, but maybe that's not what's being received. And you're kind of, I can't work this out. Like I'm done here. I get it. So, okay. For some of you, you've been giving to a situation, but you're getting nowhere with it. That's what that is. And you're done. It's done. You're just burning out your energy. You don't know what else to do. There's not one more sword or think something you haven't tried. Okay? To the point of, oh, yeah. And you kind of get your refocus through that. I get that. Okay, that's for some of you. Oh, talking to Aquarius as a collective, there's so many different sort of stories going on here. I still want to know more about this Moon card. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So yeah, a lot of you are definitely getting a new beginning here. And a lot of you are going to have to work on, some of you are cutting people out. Some of you are making the cut, making the decisions, cutting people out and moving on. Others of you are, you need to look at where you cut your emotions off. There's the two groups. Oh, thank you. Others of you have to look at where you disconnect from your emotions and you become too hard, too cold, too cut off to all of that. That's created conflict in relationships or home, family, your support systems, your security systems. secure systems. Your foundations, I should say. But you're coming out of that. You're definitely coming out of that. You're looking at all the different options, choices, ideas, trying different things, trying different ways for those of you. For others of you who are leaving a relationship, finally moving on, you're starting to put into plan and thought and action how that's going to happen in the month of February, and you're going to look at all your other choices around. And then we've got, you know, the Leo card, we've got the healing card, the relationship card. There's healing to do. Very focused on your career, on your abundance, on where to head now, on what to focus on. You're getting refocused. For some of you, that could be a job coming in. If you're waiting for a job, the month of February, you will hear about it. Absolutely. So some of you are going to, romantically, going to make this decision, Aquarius. And then there seems to be a stop, a block in love, in romance, in this relationship. But you will get a new beginning. Okay, there's a Waite there, and then they come in with passion, fast communication, the Lovers card. Okay, so here we have that there. That's for people waiting for love, romance, relationship. Now, for others of you, actually we'll finish that off. And what they're saying is you're waiting. This lover does come in, or this situation, or if you've left a relationship to be in a new one, then there's a block and a stop, then it comes in. Okay, you will get it. Then there's love, the nurturing, the caring, the new beginning, the messages coming in, but it's slow. Do it slowly and properly, or this person's coming in slowly and properly, the long term. This seems to, again, bother you. Why is it taking a long time? Why is it taking so long? And it seems to create this imbalance for you, Aquarius. Seeing you're receiving, or you get the receiving again romantically, or they're coming through at the end of the month, but you were very triggered by this, you got up in your head by this, you thought about it too much. So that's for the romantics and the people who are single or waiting or leaving a relationship, going into a new relationship. For others of you, and there is a block here in all that, there is this hiccup, a hitch, like, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? So that is happening for you, for some of you. For others of you who have really had to self-focus, who have really had to work on themselves because of how they are in relationships, they've had to look at all these different ways and options of redoing things. There's your real Saturn-y energy, whether it's a career or you personally. But you're going to get very focused. You're going to get cleared. You're going to do that healing this month. Then you are going to have a bit of a rethink again, try and make the changes. But there you've got your passion back. You've got your drive back. You're making choices. So this is also about making choices, the Lovers card, about my passion, direction. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to start to put things in motion in February. I got the message, the email, the text, the clarity about my new direction. That could be a job offer. Now I'm feeling like I can nurture. I'm more nurtured. I'm going to be more nurturing, or I've got direction. I'm going to nurture that new job, nurture that direction. I know where I'm going. I'm feeling better. Yes, you have to make some decisions. Yes, life's going to be a bit disrupted, imbalanced, making changes. So for some of you that are going through that very personal, you know, I've had to look at me, restructure my life, look for work, career changes, all of that, or in my relationships. And you're just trying to work out where you're going and what you're doing and what's happening. I keep forgetting here, because Spirit just said to me, Aquarian energy is a fixed sign. So you don't like changes coming in unless you make them. This re-trigger that I've been trying to work out for you all reading, and where you just can't deal and can't cope, and that's the Saturn energy they want me to include in this. I get it now, Aquarius. I end up piecing it together with you, but it takes a while. And it's a real deep-seated subconscious fear for you. You do get clarity. It does all come through. This is where your abundance comes through if you're doing it a different way. So it's a bit like this. And I know you don't want to hear this, Aquarius, but it's a bit like you only like making changes in your own pace, at your own way, in a fixed way. We call that fixed. You don't like change unless you've made the decision about the changes. If someone walks in and says, bang, 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 we're making all these changes, you will detach, pull back, disconnect, go and do your own thing anyway, all of that energy, okay? There's no right or wrong here, by the way. Saturn asks you to do it in a better way. Saturn asks you to look at these things. They need to be reinvented. Maybe it's not working for you anymore. Maybe it's created a lot of conflict for you in the past, within yourself or others, vice versa. So, because this creates the imbalance for you that you don't like, and you're up in your head, and this is disconnection, this is no action. I get it now because you've been triggered subconsciously. But once you get through this, you've got clarity, focus. There's the abundance coming in, there's the help, there's the receiving of the job of this. So for some of you, it's a little karmic test. For some of you, this is a test or a universal test. So, okay. So for some of you, this is more about your personal stuff, journey, or career. It's not going to happen how you want it to happen. And that's the test. It is going to happen. You are going to get your result. But it's like someone saying, but it's not, universe saying, but it's not going to happen how you want it to happen. You're not calling these fixed shots that make you comfortable. Ooh, been there, done that, had that challenge from Saturn. Breathe through it, breathe through it. So that's why fears are coming up here. Some of you are just done with a way. It can't work anymore, whether it's with a person, place, situation, job, career. Some of you are just done with something and you realize either you have to change it and be unfixed or vice versa. You'll work that out. You'll know what that is. But if that comes up, that's why, okay? For others of you, two things. For the lovers, for the romancers, for the people leaving a situation, finally doing their healing, focused on where they're going. They possibly already know who or where they're heading to. That is happening. There is a hiccup or a block or something happening here, but then it seems to come through at the end. And again, same issue here for you for the month of February. It may not happen how you want it to, Aquarius. It may push you out of your comfort zone. And then it comes through. It will happen. Okay, so there is a challenge here. I totally get the reading now. There is a major challenge here for you, whether it's romantically or personally or professionally. And I would say, just to give you the heads up, Saturn is going to test you now. So if it wants you, Saturn wants us to do things a new way. Master what you do and do it that way. Okay, if there's any little holes or glitches in how you do things, why you do things, the way you do things, Saturn will step in and kick all the little stumps under the foundation and see which ones are rocky. Okay, and it's helping you. See, major ending, completion, how you're doing things has to end. It says you cannot do this way anymore. So there is a lot of deep emotional soul searching. You will put this where it fits. If you're dealing with a sibling, if you're dealing with a lover, if you're dealing with leaving a person, a relationship, moving into another. It's all about moving forward. You are getting the changes, Aquarius. But I would say there's a major challenge here for you starting in the month of February. February's sort of giving everyone the heads up of what's to come throughout the year, what their challenge is, what they've got to face, what we've got to rebuild, what we've got to restructure, because 2021 is about restructure. Doing it a different way, doing it a new way. And I did say in one of my forecasts way back, 2021 will challenge the fixed signs. But now you know, now you're onto it. It won't be as difficult, it won't be as hard. That's why we bring this information out for you. So that it's not as difficult, so that you go, oh wow, that's right, yeah, oh, that's right, this would be a bit of a challenge for me. Yep. Overwhelm, yeah, that's your message for the month of February. And it is giving you, February is giving us the heads up of what we've got to work on, what's going to come up through the year, what's going to change. But trust me, it is moving forward for you. So do not get in battle with the universe. Do not fix, I believe, Aquarius, you will succeed in this issue. It's subconscious, it's a fear, it's a pattern you keep doing that's not working for you. They want to call an end to it for you. They're asking for you to expand your ways, expand what you do, change what you do, grow, learn. See, the Page of Swords is growing, it's learning. It's feeling like a student, like, what? I have to redo this? I have to now do this a new way? Yeah, you do. Messages from Spirit. Long term, they're setting up a long-term foundation here, be it about you, how you do things, why you do things. So, like if it was fixed, you got to do it you got to be unfixed, flexible, learning the opposite. Saturn does that as well. Ooh. So, all I want to say is Saturn energy, not Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn energy makes you do the hard work. And if you don't do the hard work, you generally don't pass the test. So, this is a big month. And if you go through the test or get this or start working on this even throughout the year, you're getting more than you possibly could imagine. You are getting the new direction. You got the success card. There's nurturing coming in here. There's love, security, stability, foundation, healing. It is an amazing read for you coming in, starting off the year really. Then it's been a slow start. And look at the receiving that you get at the end. Look at the abundance, or people helping, or people supporting, or jobs coming through, or money coming through. It is coming through for you, Aquarius. Happy birthday. One more card and then I better wrap it up because we're moving on. But I'm doing your reading longer than anyone, Aquarius, because it's your birthday. Yeah, overwhelm. Just take time to process what happens this month. You could be very overwhelmed. What is this overwhelm? Was there any other message about the overwhelm? They said yes. Yeah. Oh, wow. The Justice card. Balance. Also, it could be legal, like a decision being made, but the Justice card. Hurt, suffering. This is past. This is all past. Pain, struggle, hurt, suffering. That'll be the Moon card. Some of you are leaving someone. Some of you need to leave the past behind. Old ways, old situations. There's got to be more balance in that. And the Justice card to me could be, people calling you out. People saying no. We're not doing it like that, or, just as an example, because that balance, okay? Because remember, you do the fixed thing. It's all good. Yeah, some of you are definitely heading towards new love. It hasn't quite happened yet, or it's about to happen, or it will, it's happening. Or you have that person in mind. Codependency, again. Codependency can be being needy of having to go from this to this. Codependency could be that you want it to happen a certain way for it to be able to happen. You can be codependent to a lot of you need to get in touch, like heart-to-heart conversations to me is get back in touch, reconnect with yourself, with how you're doing things, because it has created a lot of separation with the codependency card. So 2 things. You not communicating, being very fixed, maybe, let's say, hypothetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, has actually created some separation, codependency, or, you know, issues around friendships, groups, people, places, situations. For others of you, you need to relook at you, go into that, relook at the other side, and sort of work on that. Others of you, if you're leaving a relationship and you think you're going to walk straight into another one and it needs to happen like this, and that's the way I need it to happen because I'm codependent and needy, it's like the universe is going to step in there and go, well, that's not how it's going to happen. It's happening, but it's not happening how you want it to happen because of a codependency issue. Very interesting. It's all about change. Yeah, it's come out again. Exactly the same cards. Okay, so that's your message for the month of February 2021 on. Now just take bits and pieces that resonate with you and for you, because this reading is more to help you. This is more to help you break through that issue or get prepared for the issues that you're going to face from February forward. That's why we bring this through, to help you, to be forewarned. So there it is, Aquarius. Saturn's going to expand your life, change your life. It's great, it's fabulous, but you know, Saturn makes you do the work. Saturn makes you, it calls you out, calls you up and tells you to do it again, okay? It helps you to master you, master your life, master what you need to. And then at the end of Saturn, we get a huge reward. So, you know, pay attention and do it, all right? Thanks, Aquarius. I hope this helps. It made sense towards the end. Maybe I get more grounded towards halfway through your readings. But yeah, happy birthday, and I hope this helps you with the start of the new. You've got a lot of abundance coming in, a lot of good things where I think it's been a bit stagnant for you. Okay, thank you. Bye.